What's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Sorry I'm late. Thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. We are here today to talk about Married to Medicine, Season 12, Episode 3. And the name of the episode is called The Player's Ball. They should have named it something else. Because I feel like they named it The Player's Ball because of Contessa and she threw a player's ball. But the episode was really about Simone. I'm sorry, y'all. Contessa is a loser. She's a loser. And I don't like her. And I never will. Okay? But we're going to talk about the episode. And it may be all over the place because I'm torn. And I don't know. Well, I know how I feel. But I can also see the other point of view. Okay? And so we're going to talk about that or whatever. But before we get started, let's see who in here. And then we're going to talk, okay? Let me go to the top. Okay, let me see. See, Patterson, Simone is going to regret how she's putting her sons on TV, flaws or not. You think that she's going to regret it? I don't think so. L. Edwards was good. I'm going to be back at church. Thank you. Michelle was good. The Inform was good. Simone boys are spoiled. Yeah, they are. Miss Moore was good. Miss Lovely T was good. True Blue was good. Happy Tuesdays, good boy. Be careful, on Carlos King speaking very highly of Dr. Contessa Party. Yeah, I still didn't see $40,000. I didn't see $40,000 if I'm being honest. Versi was good. I'm feeling good. I can't complain. And Where Sunshine was good. I think I need to turn off this heater. What's up? Hey, GABOR, I hope you turn Simone's sons every way but loose. Listen, I'm gonna turn one of them all the way. Listen, I don't know how I feel. I'm torn, and I will tell y'all why. Them kids are bums. They not bums, Print. I don't think that they bums. I don't think that Michael is a bum. S Lover, what's good? Go, Yo Coco, what's good? Spice Snack, what's good? Desiree, what's good? How was the concert? Naomi, what's good? Sweet Cherry, what's good? King Ryan, what's good? Kingston Carr, I'm torn too, but the son's personality is up. Yeah, I'm torn. Yaya, what's good? Hey, everybody. Cutting Up with T, what's good? Lyrics Mom, what's good? Natanya Palmer, what's good? Laura B, what's good? I can't watch with Contessa on here. Your views been sending me. I don't like Contessa neither. I believe that she needs to go. I think that everything with Contessa is fake. I think that she's in a lavender marriage. I really think that she's a dyke. I don't think that anything that she's going through with Scott, I think that she will sell her soul for fame. I do. And I think that she's been faking it ever since she's been on the show. She is the reason why I stopped watching the show because I don't think anything coming from Tessa is authentic. I do not like her. She does not fit with these girls. I don't. Mrs. D. Green, what's good? Oh, I heard about this episode and I'm intrigued to hear your input. I'm torn. I feel like that y'all gonna be on my side, but I'm a little bit torn. Okay? Tress Love, what's good? Magaline Lamar, what's good? Naomi, what's good? True Blue was good. Spoiled Bunnies, my God. Business was good. I'm here prepping chicken. Sounded like you all. I'm glad to see it. The new kid's gonna make you regret a lot of. The new kid's gonna make you regret. Okay, I've been waiting on this emotion out here of allowed this to be filmed. Mouth of the South. I think that this was. We have to have these conversations with our families, and I think that Simone is probably looking at it like, these are conversations that need to be had. There are good think pieces in it, and it'll allow people to see it from both points of view and make better decisions with their children. I think. I'm worried about Simone's blood pressure. Girl, Cora, what's good? I'm mad at women like Simone who raise useless men like that and then send them out in the world for us women to deal with. Naomi, girl, M. Jones was good. I didn't see 40K, but I see 40. Bums. Bum behavior. Michael is entitled. He is entitled. The chosen one was good. Yaya was good. Yaya done Dada, baby. It was awesome. I was blown away by Kelly's body. No girl from her era is aging as well as she is. Yes, her body is amazing. She stays in the gym and she is fitting. You can tell. Can't stand Contessa. Michael got his new car. Contessa, I know Mrs. Kiki. Misunderstood was good. Okay? Y'all, we at the 5-minute mark. And Dina was good. Most of these kids are entitled, rich or poor. Right. Okay? So again, y'all, we are here to talk about Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 3, and the name of the episode is called The Players Ball, okay? So the episode started off with Contessa. Okay? So she's throwing a Players Ball themed birthday party for her 49th birthday party. So she meets with Toya, and she says that she wants all of their friend group to show up dressed in their 70s best, and she wants the group to put their differences aside to celebrate her, okay? Now, Contessa let us know that this is her first birthday party ever. Okay, this is her first birthday party ever, okay? Remember, y'all know she's a crack baby, and her parents is on drugs, and so her parents never threw her birthday party, and Scott never threw her birthday party, okay? And it all makes sense now. I don't know how y'all feel about Contessa, but I always felt that Contessa was very whiny. You get what I'm saying? She always complaining about something, and this probably stems from her not feeling good enough as a child, right? Because her parents is on drugs, so she probably had to live with other families sometimes. She probably had, hand-me-downs coming up. You get what I'm saying? And so she probably didn't feel good enough as a child, and she probably had in her mindset, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm not cute. I can't sing. I can't dance. The OMG girls don't want me. Maybe the best way for me is to go and get my doctorate degree to become a doctor. Okay? Richie Morris was good. He said, thank you for the super chat. He said, GABOR, Simone should have divorced Cecil in season 5. I do believe that. I do believe that she should have divorced Cecil in season 5. I do believe that. Okay? Well, I hate to say that I do believe that, but if she's still saying it 7 years later, you get what I'm saying? Okay? Now, the budget for the party is $40,000. Okay? Now, Toya said that she thinks that the budget is too much, and instead of throwing a birthday party, she needs to finish her office space. And I agree with Toya, because Contessa is the one asking Toya and Eugene to hold off from renewing from the spot that they got, right? They're asking them to hold off and give them time to get their building done so they can rent from them, right? So I believe that I believe that Toya is right. You got us waiting and holding off on you, talking about 2 weeks. And even Eugene said, y'all said 2 weeks, 2 months ago, right? And you throwing a $40,000 party. You throwing a $40,000 party. Okay? Then we got Quad, okay? Quad is around here trying to get pregnant for King. She said they have a friend who got pregnant at 46 years old with triplets in Ghana. So they have been seeing her in Ghana. And for their stateside doctor, they've been using Dr. Jackie. Baby girl. I don't know if I was having problems having a baby that I will go and see Dr. Jackie, child. I just don't see it with Dr. Jackie, okay? King says when Quad take these shots, she has rage. And so he's dreading the next 24 hours. Now, Quad said that she finds herself more emotional, and they showed a clip of her crying with Dr. Simone last episode. Girl, Quad, baby, you're not emotional because of them shots, girl. You have been giving ghetto Tennessee Shakespeare scenes since we met you. That ain't got nothing to do with them shots. Okay? I feel like King is, do y'all think that he's supportive? I feel like that he's not really supportive. He kind of supportive, right? But he says if they get the results they want, it will be worth it. If not, he could have bought another car. But King, I'm not trying to be funny. They say you didn't pay for the last car that you had. They said you ain't paid for the last car that you had. And I know you've seen it on YouTube because you referenced YouTube later on in the episode. And I know you've seen it. Everybody had all kinds of stories about you not paying for the car, that Rolls Royce that you gave Quad. They said that you went and took the VIN number off of the car or something like that. And then they said you wrapped the car up or something like that. That's what they said. Okay? Can we have real talk though? Can I say something? Don't get mad at me. Okay? I'm not of the belief that a woman should be married to have a baby, right? But I can't help but feel like Quad was trying to play the whole game, and she stayed with Greg a little bit too long, right? Because we all know that she didn't really want Greg. She didn't really love him. He was a lick. She didn't want him.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
She didn't want Greg. And so she stayed over there too long, and now she got to go through these extreme measures to get pregnant by King, right? And then it's like now you had Greg who kind of wanted a baby, and you didn't want to give him no baby because he was a lick and you didn't really see yourself with him all the time. But now you over here with King. King is saying that he been trying to dodge this his whole life. He already got one child, and then you trying to have a baby with him. He ain't trying to buy a house with you. He ain't trying to you get what I'm saying, put a ring on your finger or anything. It's like you just want a baby. And then you trying to have 3? You hoping for 3? Because I believe you're not gonna be able to do him. You get what I'm saying? He gonna tell you to leave 2 of them in the petri dish. Because I feel like that you get what I'm saying? I don't think that King gonna tell you down here to have all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done already had egg retrievers before. I don't think that he gonna say, baby, you gonna have one and leave the other 2 in the petri dish, baby. Leave the other 2 in the petri dish. Okay? Then we got Contessa party. Okay? Contessa is over here crying. She said it would be great if Scott said, what could he do to help? But he isn't wired that way. Okay? So then she meets with Brandy. So Brandy seems to be the one that's helping her with the party before the party gets started. Okay? And so she asks Brandy, can I give you some advice? Don't ever say, I got this, and now you don't have to. That's too much. So now this is the second person that she done complained to about Scott. Right? And I think that Contessa is valid in how she feels, but don't take it out on the other women. Right? Don't take it out on the other women. Okay? So the party starts. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He say King going to Todd her. He don't want her. Well, thank you for the super chat, Q, but I don't think that King is going to Todd her because she ain't Candy. She ain't Candy. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Heavenly said that she be going over there with Africa. I mean, she be going over there to Nigeria and Africa with Portia and them to go get her money for the season. She ain't no Candy, baby. Nowhere near. Okay? So then we get backstories. And before the party starts, well, while the party is going on, Married to Medicine give us a backstory about everybody and what they was doing in the 70s. And I think that is the magic of Married to Medicine, right? They tell the stories where the people were in the 70s, and they even provide some pictures. And that's what I love about Married to Medicine, okay? So we can't go into everything they had on, but I have to pick a best dressed. If I had to pick the best dress at the party from the cast for the females, I would think that it was Dr. Mimi, okay? I think that Dr. Mimi looked cute. She looked like a poor man's Beyonce in Work It Out or Austin Power Goes member. And I thought that the hair color on her looked actually good, okay? Now, the best dressed man was Dr. Scott, hands down. Okay? Now, for the most part, everybody looked nice and participated or even tried except for Damon. Damon is just a sour stick in the mud. He didn't even try. Okay? He came in there. It didn't even look like he had on his scrubs. I would at least let him slide if he had on his scrubs. You know what I'm saying? And when he walked in, they showed him, they just played a buzzkill sound. What's good, Ali? She said they all had on Party City costumes. Like, I thought the King would have looked nice if he had on a wig. You get what I'm saying? But it didn't really hit. It didn't really hit. What's good, Erica, the author? Damon said, I came right. Scott acted like it was his party. Well, I guess. Eugene said he just don't get it. He don't get it. He came in wild and right. You think Contessa about Scott's outfits? I do. Maybe. Okay. And I saw Funky Dineva was there. Funky Dineva was there. Shout out to Funky, okay? So Simone, Cecil, Curtis, and some woman, they took a picture, and Simone told Curtis, don't be scared to touch me. And Curtis said, you know my reputation, and they started laughing. And I didn't see nothing funny about it. And it just goes to show how some women will uphold men and they bullshit, right? It kind of reminded me of, y'all remember Real Housewives of Atlanta? What was it, season 7 or season? It was season 8. When the women was in Miami and Tammy's nephew was acting a fool and Kenya told him to leave, that he was making them feel uncomfortable. And Phaedra went out of her way to tell Tammy nephew, you're not making me feel uncomfortable. You're not making me feel uncomfortable, right? No matter how anyone feels, Toya was the one who Curtis pulled into his lap. And Toya did not bring up the conversation about Curtis's hands. It only became a topic because people saw the pictures online of Curtis with his hands on Heavenly's waist on social media. That's why it became a topic. And then she got to watch What Happens Live, and Andy asked her about it. So she told how she felt, and he needs to keep his motherfucking hands to himself. He needs to keep his hands to himself. I don't get what's funny about it. He grabbed Toya and put Toya in his lap on top of his crotch. Right. Toya just answered the question. Toya just answered the question. And are y'all trying to tell me that Toya, what she's saying doesn't make any sense because she's not a doctor? I'm surprised at you, Simone. I expect that from Dr. Jackie because she's mad at the world that she don't have a baby, but I'm surprised at you, Simone. Well, it seems like you don't want with Simone, baby. It seems like she don't want the kids that are hers. Okay. Toya shares with the women that Contessa spent $40,000 on her party. Okay, and I'm with Toya, baby. Where's the $40,000 at? I don't see the $40,000. Now I did catch on Twitter that A-Ball and MJG was there and they performed Space Age Pimping. So that's most of the bulk of the money went. You get what I'm saying? And I love A-Ball and MJG, but I don't see them doing a show for over $2,500. I don't see them doing a show for over $2,500, especially if you tell them they're gonna be on Bravo. I don't see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see them doing a show for over $2,500 if I'm just being honest. You get what I'm saying? And then y'all didn't have the girl singing in the background. I seen them rapping A-Ball and MJG, but where was Tasha or whoever the girl named where they were singing in the background? She made the song. New day, new age. Every once in a while, this is how we play the game. Where was she at? If she ain't there, I don't want to hear it and I don't want to see it. If she ain't there, I don't want to hear it and I don't want to see it. Okay? Simone said that the most that she ever spent on the party was $5,000. And that was for Miles and Michael's graduation party. Okay? Toya said that her wedding was only $75,000. Okay? Did you see on Watch What Happens Live that Andy had Victoria Beckham in the first chair and Kerry Washington in the second chair? Ali, I did not. Was Kerry Washington supposed to be first chair? I don't know who Victoria Beckham is. I mean, I know that she was a Spice Girl and she got a documentary on Netflix, but I don't really know who she is. So I can't gauge whether she's bigger than Kerry or not. Kerry book came out 5 years ago. Okay? So Contessa is in a confessional, and it's clear that Contessa has an issue with Scott not throwing her the party. So in a confessional, she's telling him not to take credit for it. And Scott said that Contessa knows what she wants, and she knows what she likes, and everything that he does, she rejects. And I believe that 100%. And what we see with Contessa, she be crying and arguing in circles. She be crying and arguing in circles. And with Contessa, it's not the thought that counts. It's, well, I wish I would have had, she a crack baby. So it's, well, I wish I would have had, well, I wish this, and, well, I wish, couldn't you have done this? You get what I'm saying? She that type of girl. Now, Scott says that he felt like that he could have cut the budget in half. You get what I'm saying? Instead of $40,000, he could have spent, they could have spent $20,000. Okay? So Toya ends up telling Scott that he did good on the party, and Scott says, I tried, right? And so Scott said he doesn't care about the heckling hands complaining about him not throwing a party for his wife. And I like Toya, but I don't think that was her place to tell Scott that at that party. Because that could have killed the whole mood at the party between Scott and Contessa. That wasn't her place to say that at the party, in my opinion. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said them laughing was crazy. Was it funny when he was walking in the airport to Hilton Head with that other woman? Was it funny when he didn't want to have kids with you, not even adopt? Right. Oscar nominated. Who Oscar nominated? Of course, Kerry Washington is an Oscar and Emmy winner. Oscar, and when did she win that? Posh Spice has never even sniffed the Grammy. When did Kerry Washington win the Oscar and the Emmy? For what role? For our song? For our song? Candy got an Oscar. Candy got a... Wait a minute. When Candy and Brandy was sitting up there, I believe Brandy was sitting next to Andy. And Candy got a Grammy. Her daddy was a crackhead. Our song, Best Emmy for Scandal. Maybe an Emmy for Scandal? No, but when you say that somebody got an Emmy, baby, you got not maybe. Tell me. Not maybe. Tell me. I corrected my mistake. She was nominated for The Last King of Scotland. Now, she did do good in that. She did good. Ali, I read a book. She said that if you want to win an Oscar, get me as your wife, because she played Jamie Foxx's wife in Ray, and he won the Oscar for Best Actor. And then she played Forrest Whitaker, aka Wendy Osefo. She played Wendy Oseffo's wife in The Last King of Scotland, and Forrest Whitaker ended up winning the Oscar. So that is a running thing that she got going on. I don't know. I read a book. I like Kerry Washington though. Maybe she was in Fantastic Four. My God, what? Okay. Where we at? Yeah, Toya could have killed the mood at the party. Toya could have killed the mood at the party, okay? Now, Dr. Heavenly and Jackie are talking to Angel and Mimi, and Heavenly is saying there's a reason why women in her era can keep a man and the younger girls can't, because they've been over backwards for their man. No, baby. The reason why Heavenly can keep a man is because her self-esteem is so fucking low, she doesn't even require basic, decent respect from her husband. He doesn't even look at you as a teammate. He looks at you as something that is beneath his fucking shoe. That's why when your son got arrested, he didn't even consider you. He didn't even consider you, bitch. He didn't even consider you. And your husband don't even consider you when your son get arrested. And you want somebody to vote for you in Congress? Do that. And the sad part about the whole thing, girl, is you bring him as much money as he do, if not more. And he don't even consider you when he's making decisions. You're not even considered. Girl. Okay? So Eugene is talking to the man, and he shares that he's now working at 5 different hospitals, okay? He said after his first day, the nurses asked him, can he work at the hospital all the time? And so Curtis asks, what about the patients? Curtis, I know you don't know this, but Dr. Eugene is a good doctor. And so when good doctors, their patients usually get sent home. Dr. Jackie patients get sent home with problems that they got to address for the next 18 years. You get what I'm saying? And got to think, that's what happened with Dr. Jackie patients. They get sent home with let me not go there. I'm just saying, you don't know what a good doctor do. You don't know what a good doctor do. And so, the patients get sent home. It makes sense for the nurses to ask them to stay around because they know what they're supposed to do. Let me just say that, okay? Cecil said he wants to see the nurses. I'm sure they ain't no angel loves. But Eugene was talking about being a good doctor and the nurses appreciating him. But the men was just joking with him, making it seem like it's because the nurses wanted to flirt with him. Okay? I'm not going there, Angie B. I'm not going there. I love Eugene. I like Eugene too. Nurses appreciate good doctors. I'm not going there. Dr. Jackie said, stop complaining, child. Dr. Jackie said, girl, you ain't hurting. What you need an epidural for? Dr. Jackie said, what you need an epidural for? You weren't complaining when he was giving it to you. Dr. Jackie over there mad at every woman that's coming in there. Okay? So Scott ended up giving a speech. He said the Contessa is a force in their household. He said before his mama passed away, she told him that Contessa reminded him of Rose. And she said that Rose would jump back on that boat for your ass. Now, I only seen the Titanic once. And so that was when my Titanic first came out. I remember we went to the movies. The movies was 50 cents on Tuesdays. And it was this older guy that in our neighborhood, and he used to take us to the movies and stuff on Wednesdays for only 50 cents. And I remember we went to the movies to go see the Titanic. I didn't know what was going on. So I don't get the reference. What's good, Ruthie Romero? Dr. Eugene is a wonderful man. Every good woman wants a Eugene. Yes. Every good woman wants a Eugene. He even showed up in his best pimp outfit. Now, I don't get the reference about Rose. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I don't really know about the Titanic like that or whatever. So I don't get the message. But I gotta watch it again as an adult. Okay? Yes, Rose got back on the boat, but Jack died for her. Oh, I'm not ever doing that. That's right. What? When he first said it, I thought he was talking about Rose from Golden Girls. What Rose dumbass went back on the ship to look for Jack when she was about to get away on the lifeboat. Now, who Rose held on to Jack in the water? Who was Jack? Leonardo DiCaprio? Now, I do remember she was already, I believe she was married when she got on the boat. And then she ended up messing with Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay? So then the women ended up meeting outside. Contessa said that she had a good time. And Angel asked, did you want your husband to throw you the party? And Contessa said that it was, it was the last year of her 40s. And she's not leaving the first half of her life with any regrets. And she had a vision in her head. And if he threw it, he probably would have threw something in the yard. And she didn't want to have any regrets. So Toya said, well, why not tell him that and have him do it? And Contessa said, I told him, Contessa, you talking in circles, mama. You talking in circles. Okay? So Simone says, from the beginning of the relationship, you teach men how to show up for you. If the bar of expectation is low, they jump right over it and they're not going to raise it. I think that certain men will. I think that certain men will raise the bar, right? But for the most part, they probably not, okay? And so Simone said on her first Mother's Day, Cecil didn't even give her a Mother's Day card. He didn't give you a Mother's Day card on the first Mother's Day? That is downright disrespectful. I think that's downright disrespectful. Baby, to tell you the truth, even if all he did was give you a card, baby, I would have think that was disrespectful. He'll have me fucked up. You get what I'm saying? The first Mother's Day, and you can't even take me to fucking Golden Corral? It's the fact that even if he had just gave me a card in Golden Corral, it wouldn't have been enough. You could die through childbirth. You could die through childbirth and you didn't even think to give me a card? Girl, please. Simone should have clowned. Simone should have clowned. But maybe he was tired, though. Maybe Cecil was tired because Cecil said that when they first had the first baby, Simone would just leave the baby at the house and just be going to work. And invite other people's kids over to the house saying that she gonna watch them and she'll go to work and leave Cecil there with their baby and everybody else's baby. Misha said, I would have been gone with the baby. Right. What's good, Couture Babe? Dr. Simone is leaving that man. She should have left him 7 years ago. And I hate to say it because I love that they're my favorite couple on TV. But, it's time to leave, okay? Contessa says that Scott knows she handles shit. And that's probably what he was expecting. And then she go and call the women sexist and says that even in the midst of her throwing herself a party, they talking about her husband. Bitch, they only talking about your husband because you talked about him. They trying to be there for you as a sister and support you as a sister. Now, I will admit, the conversation should have taken place at another time, not at the party. What's good, Richie? If you steal my money, I'm leaving. Fuck that. Yes, baby. Okay, we get down. The conversation should have taken place at another place, not at the party. Yes, like, right, Brianna fucking up the church's money with the kids for us. Oh, baby, we get now. I do think that the conversation should have been had somewhere else, not at the party, right? But they trying to support her, right? But my thing with Contessa is, girl, you made Scott the issue. And that's why I say that Contessa's marriage is up for sale. And she will sell her soul for reality TV. And she's been doing it since she got on the show. You made Scott not throwing you a party the issue. You did that. And it's so funny, girl, because you spent $40K on this party, girl, and on this episode, baby.
You still not that girl.
You still not that girl. The only thing that everybody is talking about is Simone. The only thing that everybody is talking about is Simone. Okay? Now, we got Simone and Sisu. This is real reality TV. This is real reality TV. And I know it's real reality TV because some of y'all thinking that it shouldn't even been on TV. This is real reality TV, okay? And I feel like that this is a conversation that should be had in most households, okay? So Michael and Miles bring over dinner, and they said that they graduated and they wanted to celebrate Cecil and Simone, okay? So Cecil says both of the boys graduated and they both took different routes. Now remember, Michael started off on a basketball scholarship, and I think the rest of it, when he transferred schools, I think the rest of it ended up being paid out of pocket by Cecil and Simone, right? Now Miles You know, it took Miles 7 or 8 years to graduate college. And I'm not talking about with a doctorate. I'm talking about with an undergrad. It took him like 7 to 8 years, maybe longer. But it took him like 7 to 8 years. It was a long time coming. Thank you for the super chat, Nisha. She said Contessa is a lame. She is. She is. I don't like her. I don't like her. Okay? Now, Simone says that she has been waiting for them to graduate because she has been longing for financial freedom. Okay? It's a 4-year degree. It's a 4-year degree, but Miles didn't. You know, Miles is a little radio-ish. Miles is a little radio-ish. I think Dr. Jackie delivered him. You know what I'm saying? He a little radio-ish. You get what I'm saying? No shade. But, you know, if we're going to have a conversation, if you're sensitive, leave. Because we got to talk about what's going on. Miles is a little radio-ish, and Dr. Jackie delivered him. And you know what happened when Dr. Jackie delivered the kids, child. Okay? So, and the thing is, I don't think that Simone strikes me as the type of person who don't believe that she can have a radio. And, child, okay, listen. So, it seems that Michael won a graduation present. Okay? Michael won a graduation present. He got a Jeep in high school. When he got the Jeep in high school, the Jeep was brand motherfucking new. Okay? He's saying now he's tired of looking at it. Okay? Simone says they have to look at his financial situation to see if he can afford to make payments. Okay? So Simone said that she did the numbers, and Michael spent over $60,000 by himself last year on his Chase credit card bill.
Bitch, you better be joking.
He spent what? He spent what? $60,000? He spent $60,000 on the credit. Okay. Let me finish telling what's going on, then we're gonna break it down. Okay? And so he started trying to argue with Dr. Simone. And Dr. Simone said, if I was you and I wanted a car, I wouldn't be arguing with the person you asking to buy the car. But that's just me. That's me too, Simone. That's me too, Simone. Baby, if I'd have been trying to get you to buy me another car and I had a Jeep that was brand new, I wouldn't be arguing. I would be over there rubbing your motherfucking feet. I'll be over there rubbing my mama's feet. Okay? You need to go to work? You want me to set your clothes? You need me to iron your scrubs for tomorrow? What's up? Okay? Simone said that, okay, wait a minute. So then, Simone asked him about law school and how he's going to finance his education, right? And Michael said that he has a mother who makes pretty good money. So now it seems like that he wants a new car and he wants Simone to pay for law school.
Y'all niggas done lost your mind. Might as well not even talk about this shit no more.
Y'all done lost y'all motherfucking mind. Y'all done lost y'all motherfucking... Girl, okay, I'm sorry. Y'all got me bent. Y'all got me bent. Y'all done have me bent. I'm sorry. Okay? Simone says that she doesn't feel like she should be fitting a bill for anything other than a roof over his head. And to be honest with you, when I say the roof over the head, when she said the roof over the head, she meant like her house. Like if you want to come over here and stay with me, you can stay over here with me. That's the only thing I should be paying for. Okay? So Simone says that she's the only person sitting at the table with an actual graduate doctorate degree, and she shares that she did it with scholarship money and loans. Okay? You know, she grew up like Contessa. Now, I don't know about her mama, but I know that they found her daddy, in the crack house, gone. She was looking for a daddy on, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, he wasn't able to shake the habit, you know what I'm saying, Whitney Houston. Something, no shade, I'm just saying. Okay, Amy Winehouse, I don't know. Frankie Lyman, I don't know. Okay, Michael said that your mom wasn't able to do the things for you that you were able to do for us. And then he goes on to say that rich white kids' parents pay for everything and they graduate debt free and are millionaires. And so Simone says, what about white people who pay for their kids to be debt free and they still not doing shit? Okay? And I feel like that was a shot at Miles. I feel like that was a shot at Miles because he's just sitting there looking lost. Miles is just sitting there looking lost. And I think that Simone is afraid that she will pay for the schooling and he won't be doing nothing with it. You get what I'm saying? Miles don't even know that she's talking about him. He don't know what's going on.
Each, what that bitch say? Each one do what? Each one teach one? Well, they don't know who the fuck they teaching because you can't learn shit.
You can't learn shit. Miles can't learn shit. Miles can't learn shit. And their expectations for Miles is low. The expectation for Miles is low. Even when they went and got the food was cold. The food was cold, and Cecil and Miles went to go warm up the food, and Curtis was telling him that he did good. Baby, my mama would have cried. I done put you through school, and you done graduated debt-free, and all you bought me was some cold-ass, dine-in-ass pasta that's still fucking frozen. I get home, you can't even make sure that the motherfucking shit is hot. I get home, and I gotta give you the plate to go and put the shit back in the microwave. GABOR, you be spinning ish and putting words in people's mouths just like your bestie just tell I love you. What did I spend? Let me know what I spent. Let me know. I'm away. What did I spend? They kept the paper in the pan too. What did I spend? Let me know. Let me know, Les Lover. What did I spend, Dina? Let me know what I spent. With the paper on the ground, they talking about Miles. Oh, baby, he was talking about Miles. Miles went to school. Simone and Cecil was paying for that boy to go to school for 8 motherfucking years, and he didn't do shit with it. He ain't do shit with it. They was talking about Miles. Listen, you ain't got to say my name for me to know you talking about me. You ain't got to say my name to let me know you talking about me. They was talking about Miles. Miles done with his crazy ass over here and done graduated debt-free and ain't doing a motherfucking thing. I done paid for him to go to school for 8 years. And he ain't doing shit with it. She didn't just want to call him out. Now, I feel like I'm about to be all over the place because I'm torn, but keep up. Like Tia say, keep up, okay? So, let me first start off by saying, to graduate with an undergraduate degree, debt-free is already a blessing, in my opinion. To me, that not in my opinion, that is a blessing, okay? And to have a car where you only got 3 miles on the bitch when you got it, and that was from them bringing it from the back of the lot to the front of the lot to give it to you. You only got 3 miles on the car that you got in high school. It's a blessing. That's a blessing. You sitting over here talking about you tired of looking at the motherfucker. That is a blessing. Okay? Now let's start with the different routes. And this is why I'm torn with the different routes. Okay? Michael started off with a scholarship, and then his parents paid the rest of it out of pocket. But he graduated in an acceptable time frame. Miles went and wasted their motherfucking money. Miles went and wasted their motherfucking money. And that is where I feel like most of the Easter Bunny's frustration is coming from. That's where I feel like most of the frustration is coming from. Let's just say that Simone and Cecil put away $100,000 for their college education, each child, right? And Michael didn't use all of his $100,000, right? And Miles went over, right? Miles went over the college education. I can see Michael being upset that he's getting the short end of the stick for doing everything right. You get what I'm saying? I can see Michael feeling like I'm getting the short end of the stick and I did everything right. You get what I'm saying? And it's not as if Cecil and Simone are struggling and they had limited funds and they was only able to send one of them to college and Michael had to get a scholarship, right? I'm sure they had funds set up for them. And oftentimes, the kids who do it the right way always get the short end of the stick. Y'all even do it with niggas. Y'all even do it with niggas that do everything right. Y'all call a nigga boring. The nigga come and pick you up, open the door for you, gave you flowers. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Y'all say the nigga boring, the nigga a square. Y'all love a nigga who don't come and see the child. Y'all love a nigga who don't pay child support. Y'all love a nigga who over there creeping on you, cheating on you, beating on you. Y'all love that nigga. Y'all love that nigga. But the nigga who do everything right, who come and see the child, you ain't even got to put him on child support. Y'all don't fuck with him. He's sorry. Y'all don't want him. Y'all don't want him. I seen it. That's how y'all do. That's how y'all. What's good, Deidre? If I was Simone, I would leave their ass and go be my best life. He needs to be making payments. Okay? So then, with the car or law school, I didn't hear Simone say that she no to the car. I didn't hear Simone say no to the car. It seems to me that Simone is saying, I'm not buying you a car and paying for law school. You get what I'm saying? Because my thing is, every mile on the motherfucking car come from you. Every mile on the Jeep, that came from you, nigga. So either you're going to law school or you getting a new car. And in my opinion, it's not even a question. If I was being asked to pay for something, he would be getting his law degree, and that would be it. You get what I'm saying? If he wanted a car, he would have to take out a loan. If he wanted a car, he would have to take out a loan. But we'll get there in a minute, okay? Then the loans and scholarships. Speaking of loans, again, him graduating with no debt is a blessing. Him graduating for undergrad with no debt is a blessing. She has done enough. You already have a leg up. You already have a leg up. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you want to go to law school, it's commendable. And I'm proud of you. But why is it something that I have to pay for? Why do I have to pay for something for you wanting better for you? You get what I'm saying? That doesn't really benefit Simone. It's going to benefit Michael. So why does she have to pay for it? Especially when I wanted to better myself and I did it on my own. I paid all my loans back and I made sure that you graduated undergrad with nothing. I've done my part. Simone didn't have anybody to look to. Her daddy and shit was on drugs. You get what I'm saying? And you're right. My mama wasn't able to do the things for me that I'm able to do for you, but I've already done that because you graduated undergrad. You ain't got no debt and you got a car. You got a condo. You get what I'm saying? I have done right by you. And I understand that he doesn't want to go into debt. However, you're not about to send me into the poorhouse either. I'm not working for Michael. I'm working for me. I bought you here and I have done right by you. Period. I bought you here and I have done right by you. Period. Okay? Now you spent $60K in 1 year on a credit card? How dare you spend $60K on a credit card in 1 year and ask me to pay for law school and a car? How dare you? And my thing is, Simone pinches a penny. She said both of her kids graduated from college and she spent $5K on the party. So she pinches a penny. Why do you think that you need to spend $60K on anything? But see, this is Simone's fault. Girl, what the fuck was you doing? You over here catching babies. You catching so many babies that you just let the nigga spend $60K? When was he gonna call a nigga? My mama would have called me at $500. My mama would have called me at $500. She was like, hey, what's up? What's up? You hit $500. And baby, I'm telling you, she would have called me at $500 in November. If she gave me the card in January, baby, she would have called me at $500 in November. Baby, what's up? You get what I'm saying? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. Now, this is another thing too. Is Simone rich? I don't see Simone as rich. I think that she got money. Do I think she's a millionaire? Yeah, but I don't see her as rich like Candy. You get what I'm saying? Or Beyonce. You know, I don't think that she's rich. And her money doesn't come as quickly either. And if she was rich, she's rich. Michael is not. I think that Michael has an idea. I think that his idea of rich may be fuzzy because he has had cameras in his face since he was a child. You get what I'm saying? But you ain't no motherfucking Blue Ivy. Your mama don't got it like that. Where you could just spend $60K a year just on credit card shit. That's just on credit card. Right? Yeah, she comfortable. Yeah, she upper class, but she ain't rich. You get what I'm saying? So you can spend $60K. I got to spend $60K on you. I'm already paying for the condo. I'm already paying. You get what I'm saying? And then I got $60K over here. Yeah, like, girl, I don't know. I think that his idea of rich, it's probably fuzzy for him because he feel like the cameras and stuff been in his face. But your mama don't got it like that, where it would never be a thought of whether, you graduated? Well, let me get you a car. And wait a minute, let me pay for law school too. No, yeah, she ain't poor either. Some people don't make 60K a year. Right. Right. Okay? So Cecil said, we are blessed and we can help. No, motherfucker. I'm blessed and I can help. We ain't a motherfucking thing. I'm blessed and I can help. Matter of fact, where is my $20,000 motherfucking dollars?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Where's my $20,000? You done stole my motherfucking money and used it on that app. That app done came and went. That app done came and went. Y'all got me bent. Y'all got me bent. Where is my $20,000? We ain't got a motherfucking thing. What Beyonce say? This my shit. Bow down, bitches. Where's my money? We ain't got a motherfucking thing. That's all over there, dick worshiping. Oh, he a good man. He a good man. That man over there working. He a good man. Stole my motherfucking money. Thank you for the super chat, Chantel B. She says Simone is well off, but that can only go so far, especially when you got 3 confrontations to take care of. Right, Chantel B. Thank you for the super chat, Chantel B. Thank you for the super chat, Nisha. She says Cecil is training up and coming bum. Cecil is training up and coming bums like him. It's so funny when I hear people say training up. When I hear people say training up. Thank you for the super chat, to inform. He said Cecil should have had her back, united front. Right. Right. Thank you for the super chat, Amy J. She say, hold up, Blue is working, Michael is not. Not me. Not me. I'm sorry, y'all got me messed up, okay? So Simone says, who's at the table gives a fuck about how hard I'm working and me getting ready to move towards retirement. And see, she has been looking forward for this. She even talked about this on Angela Yee. And Simone is ready. This is the next phase of her life, and she feels like she's being held back. Okay? And so Cecil said, well, he said he thinks it's every day what he can do to give you back. And she said, if I'm dead before he finishes law school, then what? Right? Don't tell me about what a motherfucker is thinking. Tell me about what a motherfucker can do. Tell me about what a motherfucker is doing. Don't tell me about what he's thinking about. Well, I thought about it. Tell me what a motherfucker did. He thinking about how he can pay you every day? Is he thinking about getting a motherfucking job? Shit. Okay? And so Cecil jumps in on Michael's side, and Simone said, don't you jump in. You don't speak for me. You don't think like me. Basically, this is my motherfucking money. That's what I heard. Because if you thought like me, we wouldn't be in this scenario, and we could split up on what's going on. We could split up. We could go half on the court. We could go half on law school. You don't think like me. You ain't no hustler like me. You in here living off of me. You ain't nothing like me. This my shit. And I feel like that she was this close from saying, nigga, this is my motherfucking money. But she didn't really want to drag him like that right there on TV. Okay? And Simone said, you don't support me on shit. And Cecil said, where does that come from? She said, it comes from my heart. And when she said that, y'all, tears welled up in my eyes. Because I knew she meant it. I knew she meant it. And I think that Cecil, I wonder what Cecil's upbringing is like. And I feel like that Cecil loves his boys. But I don't think that he is supporting Simone. You get what I'm saying? I think that he loves his boys, and that is commendable. But you have to raise them. You love them, and that's good. But you raising them does not make you a bad parent. And you telling them no sometimes does not make you a bad parent. And I think that Cecil is probably, I wonder really what his upbringing is like. Because he loved those boys, no doubt. But Cecil, and I'm sorry to say, but you are not financially in the space. From what we see on the show, you don't seem financially in the space on the show to, you know, to even have a fucking opinion. Oh my God, I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying, you don't seem to be in a financial position to be saying the stuff that you're saying, my nigga. I don't think so. Okay? And so Simone was yelling. She said, I'm done. I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I said, my God. Okay? And then she said a cuss word. I don't know if it was bitch or motherfucker, but she said, I want to say that. I want to think she said bitch. Okay? She said, bitch, I've given you everything I have to give. I said, oh my God. That is somebody that's tired. She said, I've given you, like it was breaking up. It was pauses. Like she had to catch her breath if she was saying she was tired, y'all. That woman is tired. She said, I've given you everything I have to give. That's somebody who's tired. Okay? And another thing too. Can we have real talk? If she buy Michael a car, she gonna have to buy Miles another car. You get what I'm saying? If she buy Michael a car, she gonna have to buy Miles a car. You get what I'm saying? If she put Michael through law school, what if Miles feel like all of a sudden that he could go to law school? You get what I'm saying? So I see both sides. You know what I'm saying? Miles might have the bright idea that he want to become a doctor too. You get what I'm saying? So it's tricky because you gotta do for when you do for one, you gotta do for the other. You get what I'm saying? Miles didn't know what was going on, child. Miles was just sitting there. Miles didn't know what was going on, child. Miles was just sitting there. Okay? So Simone and Heavenly, they ended up meeting up at a restaurant. Okay? And Simone shares with Heavenly that they had a family blow up. She said that Michael got upset because she's not paying for law school. And Simone said, I never said I was paying for law school, dude. Okay? Now, Heavenly said she didn't think that she should. Now, I forgot, is Heavenly paying for Zachary to go to med school? I want to say I believe that she said that they was in a position to pay for him to go to med school last year. Let me know. I believe she said that she was going that they was paying for Zachary to go to med school last year. I believe that's what they said. Okay? Yes, she is. Okay, so it's so funny that she said, I don't think that she should. Or if she was trying to say, I don't think that she should, Cecil ought to be able to pay for it. I don't know. Okay? Simone said that Cecil was silent and she gets tired of being a bad cop alone. That was my question too. I thought that he had a scholarship. Simone needs to refinance her life, exclude the boys, and pay for everything for her solo retirement. Zachary said he's like woman, child. Then Cecil want to go to law school. Child, is she paying for med school? I thought she said that they was paying for med school, and she was happy that they was financially stable. GABOR, how hard did you laugh when she said I got like all kind of child? I just put my head down. I said, child. Zachary ain't a bomb. I don't think that Michael is a bomb though. I could accept that. Listen, y'all, I can understand the bomb theory coming from, and that's another thing too. Y'all see Cecil and Miles as bombs. And then y'all put that on Michael. Michael has done everything right. Michael has went to college. Michael done graduated in the 4 years that he was supposed to be in school. And now he's trying to get into law school. I think that I will never agree with y'all saying that Michael is a bomb. But Miles and Cecil, I can get it. But for Michael, I don't think that we could put that on Michael. Is he entitled? Sure. But I don't think that I will not put bomb on him. I won't put bomb on him. Is he entitled? Sure. Is he spoiled? Sure. But bomb, I don't think that he's a bomb. Thank you for the super chat, Miss One. She said, remember Cecil's face when Simone got a Maserati? But this is my money. This is my money, nigga. You worked at Coca-Cola. He did graduate in 4 years. Yes, he did, baby. He graduated in 4 years. He graduated in 4 years. Baby, because it was during the pandemic when he went to college. I remember it was during the pandemic when he went to college. He didn't graduate in eight or 9 years like Miles. Okay? And so then we found out that it's Brandy's 42nd birthday party. Okay? Well, birthday dinner. Well, let me be quiet for Contessa to say something. Okay? So her husband surprised her and told her to invite her friends out to eat and drink and have a good night. And he'll pay for everything.
That's a black king right there.
That's a black king right there. That's a black king right there. Shamar's a black king, child. Say, gonna go out. He's so thoughtful, ain't he? I know it. Okay. And so Heavenly said, so your husband did this for you and Contessa's husband didn't. Don't you think you ought to tone it down for the people? And so Brandy said, no, baby, I can't tone it down because my man is my man, baby. And I got a good man. I got a good man, Savannah. I can't tone down nothing. Okay? So all of the women arrived and Toya had on Coco Chanel. Okay? And so, you know, when people have on a name brand outfit, now Toya got on a name brand outfit, so she gonna ask the other women, do they feel underdressed? Right? Thank you, JW. See, I'll be seeing it and it take y'all the time to catch up. Shamar fine man. Yes, he is, baby. Baby. But that man, that's some tough child. Even when I seen him at the 70s party and he had on it was giving 80s a little bit, you know, for my idea of 80s. The hat was kind of giving 80s a little bit. And he wasn't really giving 70s, but he could make it because the jeans wasn't really giving 70s. The shirt did, the jeans didn't really do it, but the little bucket hat he had on gave 80s or whatever. But baby, I just was just like, Brandy, that's you? Brandy, you pulled that? That man, now Brandy did that, okay? But Toya had on Chanel, and so she said, don't y'all feel underdressed? She just so tacky sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You want to bring attention because you got on Chanel. And I don't know who she was talking to because everybody looked nice to me, you know what I'm saying? So Jackie said, this brand name bitch, she didn't say bitch, she said biatch. This brand name biatch always got something to say if you're not wearing Gucci, Fendi, and Prada, right? And so Jackie said, some of us professional women have more places to go than just the party. And so Toya said, you calling the other women who walked in non-professionals? And she said, I'm talking about you. Jackie ate her ass up. Jackie ate her up. Baby, I'm talking about you. And so Toya say, if professional means you, I want to be me. And Jackie say, I don't want to be you. I say, ooh. I don't think either one of them live a bad life. But Toya was out of line for that. Toya was out of line for that. And it was uncalled for, okay? And so I don't know what's wrong with my notes, child. Okay, so Heavenly say, Heavenly messy child. Heavenly say her husband through this. He said, I can have all the drinks I want, baby. Just a messy bitch. Okay, and so Contessa said, since it was her party, she had to go around and make everyone feel welcome, so she didn't get a chance to socialize like she wanted to. So she sent out a text message the next day saying, if you didn't get a hug, stop by the house and she'll make brunch. And she said that she was cooking from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Right? And so the women asked, where was Sky? What the fuck y'all mean, where was Sky? You get what I'm saying? Like, don't add no extra shit on me. Don't add no extra shit on me, baby. I'm not cooking. Like, I'm not cooking for nobody except for the people that live in this house. I'm not cooking for everybody that's coming around here. You know what I'm saying? Contessa sitting up here, girl, that's stupid. Okay? And so Contessa said, well, I like to take care of people. And Toya said, yeah, but sometimes people should take care of you too. And now all of a sudden, Scott paying for the party was him taking care of her. Contessa, girl, go on with your bullshit. Go on with your bullshit. Okay? So, thank you for the super chat, Q. He say, fine, let me remove my eyeballs, wipe them, and look again. And Contessa is beyond wag. Yes, baby, fine. F-I-N-E, baby. Fine. Shamar. Thank you for the super chat, Q. Shamar, baby. Fine. Okay? And so, Brandy's husband ended up FaceTiming her with the kids. He ended up FaceTiming her with the kids, y'all. Baby. Brandy, Brandy showed her how to pick her. He ended up FaceTiming. He looked fine from the phone, y'all. I say, baby, he looked fine from the phone, baby. And so, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, baby. Shamar fine. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Shamar fine, baby. Anyway, they was telling her happy birthday. It was Shamar and the kids. They got 4 kids. And so they was like waving to the women or whatever. And so they was saying, happy birthday or whatever. And she was saying, thank you. And so Contessa's gonna say, why is she thanking him so much? Is this an expensive restaurant? Bitch, it's 5 people on the phone telling her happy birthday. What do you mean why she's saying thank you so much? It's 5. They got 4 kids and it's him and everybody is saying happy birthday. You get what I'm saying? What you mean? And so they get ready to eat. And so Brandy say, can someone say a prayer? And so Contessa say, can we pray to God or do we have to pray to your husband for thanking God? I mean, for thanking him for the food. And so Heavenly did that little laugh I love, y'all. Heavenly did that. Girl, I love when Heavenly do that little laugh, okay? And so Contessa said, we thanking these husbands a lot. They get a lot of credit for some basic ass shit. It can't be too basic, bitch, because Scott didn't do it. It couldn't be too basic, bitch, because Scott didn't do it. And the thing is, whenever it's not about Contessa, she tries to downplay. That's that crack baby syndrome. You know what I'm saying? When it's not about her, it becomes basic and she tries to downplay it. You get what I'm saying? You always trying to downplay it, girl. Instead of your husband having you in there cooking like a runaway slave. You get what I'm saying? From 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., he could have sent you and your friends to brunch the next day. How about that? You was in there cooking like you was a slave. And it's funny because everybody and their mama can see that Contessa is hating. And so Brandy said, my husband paid for this. He paid for everybody to come. He paid for everybody to have a good night. My man is amazing. Okay? And she said, I'm so sorry, Contessa, if that's a problem for you. And so Contessa said, I think y'all the one with the problem. She said, did y'all hear my husband complain 1 minute about the money that was spent? He said he could have cut the budget. He said that he could have cut the budget. But the point is, you made your husband the issue. You're the one who was complaining about your husband. Okay? So Contessa said, if my husband had threw me a party like this for my first birthday, I would have been underwhelmed. Girl, your issues are deeper. You 49 years old and you sitting up here talking about your first party. You 49 years old and you sitting up here talking about your first party. Your issues are so deep that you felt that you needed to spend $40K for a party because your mama never celebrated you, your daddy never celebrated you, your husband never celebrated you, and Bravo didn't even celebrate you, bitch, because after the episode, Simone was on Watch What Happens Live, and not you. Loser! Even after $40,000, bitch, you spent $40,000, bitch, and after the episode, Bravo said, we would like to, Simone, would you come sit next to Andy? We want Simone to come sit next to Andy. Bravo didn't even celebrate you, bitch. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? And so she said, this is not a birthday party, in my opinion. This is a dinner. I had a party. But what you're missing, beloved, is her husband thought enough for her to send her and her girlfriends out. Your husband didn't think of anything. And we know that because you told us. It's not something we making up. It's something that you told us. You said that. And then Contessa, I had secondhand embarrassment because she thought she was eating by pulling out her coin purse. Girl, put the purse up. Put the purse up. Okay? And so Brandy said, at your party, you said that you wanted somebody to do nice for you. And Bravo wrote the beautiful bean footage. She was telling Brandy, I wish she would have thought it was something nice to do for me. And Brandy said, it may not be from Scott, but you're getting wined and dined with a nice meal. So be grateful. I said, whoa. I wish you would have said that at the table, Brandy. Because I felt like that she was trying you. And my thing with Contessa, I felt like that she was trying you because you was new. Because when it was Heavenly last year, she was doing a lot of crying and shit. She was doing a lot of crying last year, but she only doing you like that. She only doing you that because you knew. She only doing you like that because you knew. Okay? And so Toya says, Contessa was upset because Scott didn't throw her a birthday party. I don't know why you forgot. And so Contessa tries to flip it again. She said, I threw a party for myself. What is this paternalistic world where a man has to throw some shit for me? I make just as much money as him. Okay, independent woman. So was it your money or was it Scott's money? Because you're talking out of both sides. At first, you're saying that him giving you the money was a support. Now you're saying you threw a party for yourself. You're talking in circles. And Heavenly was right. Not only does she complain about Scott to her friends, she switches up her story and then gets mad if you remember. Now you're mad that people remember what's going on, girl. And you're lying.
You're lying. And you know what doesn't lie? The cameras.
The cameras do not lie, girl. You said all of this stuff. You said all of this stuff. And so now she's asking the women, why are y'all focused on the negative? You focused on it. You're the one who focused on it. Instead of you saying that you was throwing yourself a party, you turned it to what Scott didn't do. You could have presented the party and said, Scott gave me the money to throw me a party for my 40th birthday party. Or I'm throwing a $40,000 birthday party for myself. You made it about what Scott didn't do. You made it about Scott, what Scott didn't do. Not nobody else. That was your doing. You did that. So Contessa said, I've been married for 20 years. If I focus on the negative, I would be out here single like a lot of my girlfriends. Maybe at 30 years, he'll do the things that I asked of him. You willing to wait 10 more years? You willing to wait 10 more years? And my thing with you, Contessa, at this point, tell me what he does. Tell me what he's good at. Because I don't never hear you speaking highly of him. You always throw him under the bus every chance that you get. Tell me tell me why are you staying? Tell me the good. Besides the kids. Because I know everybody gonna say that. Except for Simone. But tell me the good. Because I don't see nothing but negatives coming from you. All you tell me, only thing that you give us from Scott is negative. Even before the party, you mad that Scott make it home in 30 minutes. Okay? And so Simone said, I've been married for 29, and guess what? He's not. And so Contessa then said something about a Rolls Royce, and Quad jumped in. And Quad said, some people here don't want to be married. And Simone said, well, who here doesn't want to be married beside me? And so Quad said, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And Simone said, you have no idea. And Quad said at the time, don't say that. Don't say that. She said it 7 years ago, and y'all didn't listen. She said it 7 years ago, and y'all didn't listen. Toya's up there crying, talking about, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. That woman knew what the fuck she said. She knew what she said. And so at this point, it seems like she's just staying in the marriage to be part of the friend circle at this point because she's done. She's done. Maybe if she get rid of Cecil, she can help Michael. Michael. She's tired. She told y'all and y'all didn't support her and y'all did not listen to her. And y'all strike me as the type of bitches who will stop fucking with her if she divorced from Cecil. Y'all strike me as them type of girls. Every last one of you. Toya do, Jackie do, Heavenly do. Y'all will stop fucking with her if she divorced Cecil. They strike me as that type of friend group. Y'all strike me as that. And do I think that Cecil is a horrible man? I don't think that he's a horrible man. I just feel like he doesn't support her. And I'm not saying if a man falls short on his luck to just throw the nigga to the wolves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But baby, you're going to have my back. Because at this point, I'm supporting. Is Cecil working? Is Cecil working? I'm not trying to be funny. Is he working? It's cheaper to keep him. Look at Candy. Baby Baby Candy will do better when she do. Baby Tar was buying new cars every year. He was coming up with all kind of restaurant ideas. Baby Candy was getting sued all the time. It's a lot going on. Cecil does real estate. No, he plays golf on her nerves. Is he working Cecil comparing himself to Camille Grandma online? What do you mean comparing himself to Camille Grandma? He has a realtor license. Is he selling shit though? Cecil is just like Jody. Okay? And that really was the episode, y'all. Real estate equal unemployed. Oh my God, Cecil just like Jody. My God, my God. He claims to be a realtor. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, I find it refreshing that Cecil loves his boys the way that he do, and he wants to spoil them. But he doesn't have the bank account to do that. He doesn't have the bank account to do that. And I feel like instead of him I feel like that he should have let Michael know, son, you graduated from undergrad with, because notice he said, I have a mother who does well. He didn't say my daddy, or I have parents who does well. Cecil included himself. Talking about, well, we are blessed. No, nigga, he said, I have a mother. He asking me to pay for it. And I felt like that she knew that the cameras was there, and she didn't ball bust you on camera and say, nigga, this is my shit. Because I feel like that's what she really wanted to say. But it's commendable that you love your kids the way that you do, but you are not paying for nothing, Cecil. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I do think that you love your boys, and I do think that you love them. But this ain't your money, sir. This ain't your money. At BravoCon, Alice Rogers asked Simone about Cecil, and she said he's a successful realtor and manages their finances. He can't be managing the finances if the motherfucker's spending $60,000 a month. What type of finances is he managing? Ooh, thank you for the super chat, Nisha. She said, when the money dries up, so do I. Ooh, that's what my auntie said. When the money, she said it don't even work no more. It don't even work no more. Cecil coddled the boys. He do coddle the boys. And again, it'll be different and commendable if it was his money. It ain't your money, that's Simone's money. Simone gets V shots. What's that? If that's the case, she should cut Cecil off for that 60K. 60K? 60K? I think I probably would, girl. 60K? How did he want a motherfucker up to 60K? The bills must be on auto pay. They gotta have the bills on auto pay for her to not notice that. You get what I'm saying? The bills gotta be on auto pay. 60K? My thing is this. 60K, if you paying for something, it needs to be from me. If you getting for something, it needs to be, if you buying something, it needs to be for you. I can't pay for you and your friends, and I can't pay for you and your girlfriends. I can't pay for none of that. You get what I'm saying? 60K, you're going to have to really sit down and let me know. And I wish that she would have, and that's what I feel like that she didn't do. I feel like she probably did it in the moment. She probably talked about what he was spending the money on. She probably talked about what he was spending the money on. I would have my card set to notify me when Michael spends. What are they buying? Right, he definitely fired. Cecil would have been over there living with the boys. Michael said push to the limit now, not me. $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She should have cut them up her card off right. Michael using their card to stunt. No, baby. Y'all not rich. Your mother is upper class, like Ali say. But your mama's not rich. Your mama's not rich. Blue Ivy can run up a card for $60,000 a month, and Beyonce won't sneeze. Beyonce be like, that's all you want, sugar? That's all you want, pumpkin? You get what I'm saying? Y'all are not, your mama is not, what's my girl name? Your mama is not Kyle Richards. Your mama is not Kyle Richards. Right. Michael think that they in Beverly Hills, darling. Your mama not Kyle Richards. Now, she not quite Garcelle. But she ain't Kyle Richards either. She above Garcelle, but she ain't Kyle Richards either. She ain't Sutton. You get what I'm saying? She above Dorica. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta be careful. 60K, that little motherfucker needs to pull up his pants and stop slobbering and sit down somewhere. Right. Kimora Lee and her girls. Garcelle Stray today. What? It's not a stray. It's not a stray, Dina. It's just when I think of broke bum bitches, I just think of Garcelle. That's just, when I think of somebody that's on reality TV that's faking it, you know what I'm saying? That's really slumming it. I just think of Garcelle. Invite the people all over to her house. The heater wasn't working. Girl, bye. She's above Erica Jane. She's above Erica Jane. She's not even Candy. Right, she's not even Candy. I bet you the majority of Michael money was spending on Uber Eats. See, I had an Uber Eats party last week, y'all. And I had to come to reality, y'all. Girl. Uber Eats can, you know what I'm saying? They get you the prices and stuff sneak up on you. Shit, Beyonce gave Blue the death step when she thought Blue lost those diamond earrings on stage. Because the earrings was probably a couple of mil, baby. That's Beyonce's daughter. Their wedding ring was $5 million. Their wedding ring was $5 million. Okay? You should think of Quad. He was talking to Simone like she was his equal or like his pimp. Who? Michael needs to charge a haircut. Ooh. Get up off our beloved Garcelle. Is she beloved? Garcelle couldn't pay $5K. She couldn't pay $5K. It's not a straight. Chime in auto pay. Uber Eats had the nerve to do a recap. I didn't even look at it. Oh, was it high? Was it high? Was it high? It wasn't. Michael Lamont. Michael Lamont breather like Diddy. You know that's the younger Easter Bunny. I wish Garcelle cashed a check every time her name was mentioned on YouTube. She'll be on Kyle Richards status. Oh, will she? Will she? Baby Whitmore has been conditioned to be delusional. Rarely order out because I'm at work, need to get out. Garcelle probably sold the whack ass diamond wings to get some money. What wings? Thank you for the super chat, Jerry I. He say Cecil needs to go back to Tammy and Simone needs to live out her lesbian fantasy with Dr. Jackie. Jerry I, where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? Michael needs to charge to get some teeth pulled. Michael's teeth are way too big. They just like his mother. I have no clue. Maybe, but see, the younger Easter Bunny ain't growing into him. But I think that Simone is, yes, for me alone. Oh my God. I think that Simone is a beautiful woman, though. I think that Simone is cute when she put on clothes and stuff and she dressed up, but she look cute. She's a cute woman. But you can tell that she ain't really, fixing herself up like that. Good boy, you was my number one. Oh, thank you, Princess Spencer. Thank you for the support. My number one was the Sleep Channel, the snow, the Rain and Thunder Channel. That was my number one, and then it was Diva, and then the Higher Learning Podcast, and then it was Rodney, and then Jolene. That was that Shade Page or what? What? Michael was crowding. I thought he had vanilla. Good boy, when y'all going live, I think that we're gonna do it tomorrow. I love that channel. What, Higher Learning? Oh, the Sleep Channel, the slow. Okay, Bellicious. Yeah, I have to have it on. And the crazy part about it, I was just laying in the bed one day and couldn't sleep. I said, let me listen to some Tropical Rainfalls, and I put it on, and then it got, my sleeping is crazy, and so it goes from it was too much. It was sun and stuff. It looked like it was raining on the beach. And then I said black background, and I found the black background. And so I got the one that got 50 hours on it. It's 50 hours long. And so that's the one that I listened to. Okay. Tomorrow with who? So it's supposed to be me, Rodney, Jamie, and Mims, I think. Who's going to be on the live? Okay. I'm asleep 10 minutes after my head hit the pillow. See, I wish I could do that. My body don't, I don't work like that. But you know what I think it is, Rob J in the city? I think that I could be a little nosy sometimes. Sometimes I think that I do get sleep, and then I'll be like trying to keep myself up. I'll be trying to keep myself up. Yeah, I thought today was the day. I did too, but Mim said it was gonna be tomorrow. Okay. But it's gonna be on Mim's channel. I don't know what time. Good boy, my 2 grandsons love that channel. My daughter calls them the Rain Brothers. Nisha, I thought that you only had one. Your daughter had another baby? I wish that I could stay asleep. See, but see, Dina, see, I wish I could stay asleep too, but I don't pee in it, so I gotta get up to go pee. But sometimes I'll be like, sometimes I'll be like, can I just hold it? You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get up and go pee. Every night I lay down to go to sleep, I get up in the middle of the night and go pee. It never fails. And I go pee before I get in the bed. And every night in the middle of the night, I have to get up and go pee. I have to get up and go pee. And that's when I turn the thing off. I turn it off then. When I turn it off when I go pee. You, Rodney, and Jamie are my top 5. I love y'all, especially with you, Rodney. Oh, thank you. Love like the channel so it can show on all y'all's channel and good. Oh, thank you. My nephew is arriving in February. I can't wait. Magnesium. Yes, me too. I gotta pee. You are a true grandma, Nisha. You're fine, girl. Don't drink water late at night. I got to. The harder I try to hold it, the harder it takes me to fall back to sleep. See? I thought Garcelle was on food snaps. She probably be. I wouldn't be surprised. Check your blood sugar if you wake up to go pee, especially that A1C. Okay. Once I wake up to pee, I'm wide awake for hours. See? I don't like you have these threesomes. I like solo. I don't like you have these. I'm not like you and have these threesomes. I like solo. Michael went to the same dentist that King Harris went to. I drink a lot of water, especially before bed. I go to the bathroom all night. 2 to 3 times. Oh, no, baby. Did you see Angel's sister go off on Wendy? I did not. Send it to me. I have to drink water at night. My A1C is good. So I drink water all day. Okay, I got a 6-month-old new one. Cody, okay, I'm going to post him on IG later and tag you. Too damn cute. Okay, I didn't know that. Congratulations, Nisha. How is the older brother? Is he a good big brother? Is he a good big brother? I drink water all day. So I drink water all day. I told y'all I could really drink even when I eat out. If they don't got no strawberry lemonade, I just drink water. Or unless I'm going to Chick-fil-A. If I go to Chick-fil-A, I'll go and get if I'm going to Chick-fil-A, very seldomly though, but not really. I don't really. So my cheat meal is always McDonald's because I don't want to go to Chick-fil-A is, I don't know. But if I go to Chick-fil-A, sometimes I may get a lemonade mixed with Sprite. But other than that, I drink water all day. And one time a day, I'll drink like a Crystal Light. But for the most part, I told y'all for me, I think that my abs show better when I don't have a lot of sugar. So I'll try to limit my sugar intake. And so my sugar intake usually only comes from like a banana or like the protein that I get doesn't really have a lot of sugar in it or stuff like that or whatever. My sugar intake is under 50 grams for the day. And that really, you got to know your body. It keeps my abs defined. So I don't really drink a lot of fruity stuff. I like to drink water, and it's good to me as long as it's cold. But one time a day, I'll drink a Crystal Light, and so niggas love they grape. So I'll drink a grape Crystal Light, put the grape Crystal Light in like a bottle of water or whatever, and put it in like a them cups, them cold cups. I got 2 of them, and so I'll put it in there or whatever, and put some ice in the bitch, and it'll be cold. But other than that, I'm good. Yeah, he think he's the dad. He tries to tell his parents what to do. He's 5 now. Okay. She barely went off. How many waters do you drink? I have a what is this called? I have an insulated coldest water bottle. It's the 64-ounce one, And so in the morning time, I just put like 12 ice cubes in it and just fill it up with water. And every time I try to, even if when I feel like it's halfway full, I just put some more water in. So I can't really tell you how much water I do. My face looks better when I cut sugar. See, yeah, I can know that you could, once you get a hold of it, you notice the differences with yourself once you like manage what you eat, and you can start seeing the differences in your body. Your face is not so puffy. Yeah. They say women of a certain age shouldn't have more than 25 grams of refined sugar a day. That's 25 grams of refined sugar? Mm-hmm. Less sugar, less puffiness. Mm-hmm. And even when I'm for the most part, for me though, I don't really, as long as I do cardio though, for the most part, even if I do as long as I do cardio though, I'm straight. Well, not straight, but you make water sound so good. It gotta be cold. And if they got all kind of stuff that you can put in water now to make it good. You could put, people put that people put lemons and stuff in their water, but they got these things now that you could drop in the water, like little bitty drops and stuff in the water that you can put to make the water taste good or whatever. But water be good to me. I'm used to it though. I'm used to it. But y'all, that was the episode. Oh, when I bring it during the show, it's always sitting next to me. It's always sitting next to me. You need some magnesium glycinate to knock you out quick for real. Okay. All I need is ice. My husband use the Mio drops. He do? Okay. What flavor? I put Crystal Light in or Mio. My water has to be plain. Right. Those Mio drops, it tastes funny to me. I don't like it. See, I never did the Mio drops. I did the Kool-Aid ones. Kool-Aid had it for a period of time too. And so I tried the Kool-Aid ones. And then, I had to leave this shit alone. I had to leave the Kool-Aid drops alone because they say put a couple of drops in there, girl, and I wasn't tasting shit. Cold water is elite. It is. It is. Okay? But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Adios.
Call daddy, tell him 25. Call daddy, tell him 25.